Welcome to another video of Lord PeteyTV Plays, and in this video series here is mostly about us running dungeons in our Mythic Pluses, and specifically I want to talk about, what we're ending up doing here is we're going to be running keys with our Rogue, our Boomkin, our Guardian Druid, we're going to be doing our Mistweaver Monk, we're also going to be running keys with our Rogue, our Brewmaster Monk, and we're going to probably be doing some other stuff, but I wanted to put a couple of really cool keys in here that, so people can end up seeing them, give you some commentary on some of the polls and things like that, to give you an idea of where things are and what you might need to do if you're ending up getting in these dungeons. And this is going to be for Season 3 of Dragonflight, so enjoy the keys, and I will hope to see you soon. This is week 3 of Dragonflight, and we're going to be having Volcanic and Spiteful. And, this is just a couple of ways that we end up dealing with it in different manners and different classes and in different ways. So take a look, enjoy, and I hope you like it. So with this Throne of Tides, the first pull down this hallway is not too bad. It's just a little silly. The only thing you really have to worry about is those sentinels that you're ending up having to deal with. And as you can see, during this dungeon, the Spiteful's turn into a little bit of a problem because you don't really have any place to kind of kite with them. But other than that, you end up having to kind of just go right into having to deal with the Ravengers and dealing with all the other mobs. Now, a lot of the mobs here hit really hard, and I want to bring that to everyone's attention because even though this place hits way harder than it should, it isn't too bad, and you can kind of deal with it appropriately. But overall, as long as you're ending up trying to deal in CC with those Spitefuls, you can end up, kind of going through pretty quickly throughout this whole entire zone and area. But I will say, there are, like I said, a lot of very hard-hitting mobs, so you have to be really accustomed to how much you want to pull. The more you pull, though, for me, the better it is, because the more damage you're going to get from me. But overall, you really have to be aware of that. Are you looking to support the channel? Please make sure you go to our merch store. The link is in the comments below. We have mugs, shirts, lots of cool things that we will love you to purchase and be wearing and supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you so much. As always, just wanted to make sure you know we partner with Sub2R for our gamer glasses, our green screens, our camera mounts, our cameras, all of those enjoyable objects that we end up using while streaming for our long gaming sessions to help increase our quality of our streams. So make sure you use Lord PeteyTV at sub2r.com when you end up going there and purchasing some of this amazing gear.
single target heals also damage your target. So I macroed that into Flourish, so they both cast.
As we normally do on Fortified Weeks, we end up lusting on the first boss. We end up pushing as much damage as we can on her before she phases. Now, we end up doing this, and then we try to work with it as much as you can. See, Static Shock gets pulled out of the group, and we're just going to keep DPSing them down as hard as we possibly can. Now, as we kind of go through this process, we're going to get into the High Tide second phase right there, and 60%, and then we're going to end up, trying to push everybody together, try to cyclone everyone, hold everybody together, and just kind of DPS them down from there. Now, as for the others in the group, they kind of continue to CC, and we kind of slow and interrupt, and we kind of go through that process. The boss really isn't that hard. It's just one of those ones you have to really watch your feet throughout the whole entire time because of High Tide, because you're more prompted to die during that phase than anything else during a fort week anyway. The 4 weeks, these bosses here aren't too bad, but at least, this one kind of went very, very smoothly for us. I hate this fight. Too much shit all over the place.
Why is it choosing me to pop under every time?
It's going under everybody.
Did you know, Pete, I had to make a personal weak aura?
For what?
That life bloom on myself. Because I kept forgetting to reapply it because it makes my hots tick faster, right?
Yeah.
So I literally made one that when the cooldown gets, or when the duration on my buff
low.
gets to... What?
So it's low, you make sure you heal yourself. It's funny.
No, it's make sure I put it on there because for raid it's very important for overall healing.
That's funny.
And
he's got a weak aura that screams at him.
It does when the duration gets to 5 seconds, it literally yells "idiot" at me.
Where'd Amy go?
Nice.
Where'd Amy go?
I don't know. She's not moving.
Oh, she had to jump into Discord for a sec. That's fine.
Hit a what?
She said I had to jump Discord for a sec.
Ah, okay. Go ahead. Oh, when she's in here, go ahead.
The commander is kind of annoying to deal with just because of the knockback, but other than that, you really don't have to worry about it too much. You just have to make sure you end up putting, your damage on them and you just kind of DPS it. You want to make sure that your ink spots go behind them as you're moving. As for me, I usually try to, end up starfiring the rest of the group back to make sure that, the bubbles. So we don't have to worry about those guys. Or we usually... someone else will end up hitting them. I did learn that there are different techniques pretty much with almost every class to help make it way easier. For me, I ended up figuring out that doing the tornadoes and then doing, the starfires is one of the best ways to do it, just to make sure those guys are together. And once they stay together, they end up dying pretty quickly. And the boss isn't too bad, so we ended up cleaning up pretty quick, and we didn't have to worry about it too much. I'm going to push them back when they spawn.
Ursul's doesn't work on them. At least it says they're immune.
What's up? Okay, I'll come in as soon as I'm done with this dungeon.
Whoa.
Can you get her? Or...
Yeah, I can once the quota. Oh, Dak, you're out of my range. What the fuck?
On the other side. Watch the fissures. Watch the knockback.
Oh no. Okay.
Use that. That's gonna release right behind us. Make sure you end up checking out our other channels. We have a sister channel called Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV, which we end up giving you some specific gaming news that is popping up here and there throughout the whole entire week. And then make sure you're also checking out our Stories with Lord PeteyTV, where we end up giving you little short stories that he's handwritten throughout the whole entire week, which we think you'll greatly appreciate. Thank you so much, and check those out. And hit the subscribe button here when you are ready. So down this hallway, the Faceless Watchers are probably one of the hardest boss mobs to deal with, so you really have to pay attention when you're going through. You gotta make sure you gotta watch your feet throughout the whole entire time, and then you gotta make sure when you do get thrown into the group, you get out as fast as possible, because it is a one-shot. So other than that, it kind of went really easy, nice and smooth, nice and slow, and we ended up getting through it pretty nicely.
Oh, bullshit. Help me back. Looks like you're in that, buddy. I was not. You punched me in the face. No, not you. Oh, no, my toes are definitely in it, but I was right there at the line. Best left Tootsie. 8 minutes. Yeah, I don't think we got it. It's gonna be hella close. I probably should have warmed up with an 18. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know he was doing 18 until we got the first boss. Yeah, I thought it was funny when he didn't tell you. That's why I didn't tell you. And I can handle attack. Can we kick the mind fly? I'm gonna cool down. Do we? I don't. We're not even that high yet either. Probably not. Probably not 18s. We have some 17s. Go ahead. See, I got lucky. I got my branch, and I got my and I have my fractured, which only champion, but they work pretty well. For me, it's not. I mean, I use it all the time. I'll fracture tomorrow. It's just a mirror. Oh. Yeah. The thing with the branch is that you can use it all the time. It's almost like the same thing we had before. It's almost like the biggest fragment. It's essentially the same thing. We get the pull of the mirrors, the minions first. Gun pull.
So how do you keep yourself hydrated over those long gaming sessions? Here at Lord PeteyTV, we end up using Rogue energy drinks. That is what we use here. We end up drinking those throughout the whole entire sessions. Please make sure you go there and use Lord PeteyTV at checkout when you end up purchasing some of those amazing drinks.
I'd say less this one because
Stone Speaker is really a pushover this week, so the only thing you really have to watch out for him is the totem as always. So, you make sure you put your dots up, make sure you're ending up dealing with that. We end up lusting on him just to get through him real quick. Stone Fury Totem comes out, we end up killing him. Probably takes 2-3 shots, even by my, by the speed that I can shoot stuff. And, just watch your feet for the Earth Fury, and you're good to go. So, this boss is very, very easy. Watch the fear when, he pops off of the guy's head. And other than that, this is just a very easy, here you go, I'm going to hand you the boss type boss. Gotta love that thing. When does his head pop off? 20.
Now.
4,
Hide.
3, 2, 1.
What the bull?
Thank you, my friends. Forgive me. I have blown.
You can also use the branch more than once. A pull. See, I used it twice.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And then this I use once. So you get multiple uses out of it on bosses.
So it doesn't make sense why you wouldn't want the branch. This is gonna suck being 4 to 5 week. Hold on. Finally move my hitting frames. Good.
The hardest part about dealing with this hallway during this type of fight is that you're going to end up dealing with a lot of the ads, dots being on you. That disease is what's going to kill you when those swells go off. Not the ads, not nothing else. I try to make sure personally that I keep cooldowns for at least the first century and the last set of centuries. Now, there's just an added difficulty to this room is the Spitefuls this week. So that is something that I had to keep aware of. Now, we kind of went through it a little slower. We knew we didn't have the timer, so we really didn't care. So we kind of just wanted to make sure that we finished it efficiently. As for going through, we ended up making sure we took care of the swells, smoothly went through, and we took care of it. I was pretty happy with our progression through this, the hallway, because normally it really, really is pain.
Oh no. What? We got lucky. We had 12 stacks and we did a day, we had 4 to 5 weeks. Yeah, Smith. Yeah, okay. Dark, Spiteful's on you. You're back. I'll be done playing with these guys. Oh, I need a map. Oh, should have done that. I was getting mad at. This time. Ah. potions. Definitely mana. Yeah, we're gonna have to I can wipe it, wipe the debuff.
Even though we didn't time it, we did use the temporal attendant to, wipe everything so that we can relust when we go in here. So we end up going in on the boss. We end up making sure that we're keeping the inks together. We end up making sure we throw as much damage onto him as possible in the beginning. We make sure that we get rid of the inks as quick as we possibly can. I will say that this is probably one of the more efficient ways that we ended up being able to take him down, because we ended up making sure that we were very, very organized when we did it. We did try to work together, and we kind of ended up cleaning them together too, which was positive for dealing with this. So there's nothing really I can say about it. It was pretty smooth and easy to kill, and I'm happy we were able to get it done. And it stunk that we didn't time it, but it was definitely a learning experience for something when we were going through for the future.
Clear the one over near Dak too, please, Amy. I'm sorry, I stood in that.
I missed the AoE on the ranged. He's almost dead. Thank you so much for taking your time out and checking out the amazing videos that we are ending up producing here. Now, just a reminder, we end up putting videos out throughout the whole entire week involving our Mistweaver Monk, our Brewmaster Monk, our Boomkin Druid, our Guardian Druid, our Combat Rogue, and many other classes throughout the whole entire week. But please make sure you come and check us out. We are doing this every single week, live on twitch.tv every single Monday through Friday. Please come check us out. Subscribe to our YouTube page here and our sister pages. And if you're looking to support the channel, you know where to find it. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic rest of your day. This will give me